In a peaceful American village, surrounded by green fields and open skies, there lived a young boy named Jack. He was only 20 years old, full of energy, but his life was empty of peace. Jack's mind was always restless. Thoughts would run in his mind like a flock of birds fluttering in a cage. He would recall his past mistakes again and again and regret them. Then he would also drown in worries of the future, whether he would succeed or fail, whether people would accept him or reject him. Because of this storm, Jack rarely smiled. His nights passed in tossing and turning. His mornings sank in worry, and even moments of joy were hidden from his eyes. Whether the sun was rising over the fields or children were playing in the street, Jack could not feel the happiness in them. He was searching for peace, but he did not know the way. One evening, Jack was sitting on the porch of his small house. On his face were deep shadows of concern. His neighbor, Mrs. Green, passed by and said, "Jack, you look as if you are carrying the whole world on your shoulders. Have you heard about Mr. Mason? He lives in the next village, near the river. People say he used to be a wise teacher in the city. Now he lives a quiet life and teaches young people how to find peace. Maybe he can help you too." These words brought a light of hope into Jack's heart. He thought, maybe this is my chance. Maybe someone can understand my condition. That night, though he could not sleep, he made a decision. In the morning, he would go to meet Mr. Mason. The next morning, Jack set out on his journey. The path passed through fields, across a wooden bridge, and entered the neighboring village. The journey was long. His feet grew tired, but the hope of finding peace kept pushing him forward. At last, he reached a small cottage near the river. Vines climbed its walls, and the sound of flowing water echoed in the air. Outside, on a chair, sat an old man with white hair, in whose eyes deep peace was shining. Jack, with a pounding heart, said, "Sir, my mind stays full of thoughts. I cannot find peace. Can you help me?" Mr. Mason nodded with a kind smile. "So, you want peace? Remember, peace comes when a person learns to empty his mind, not by force, not by running away, but only by giving attention to this very moment." Jack said with confusion, "I have tried many times to stop my thoughts, but I could not." Mr. Mason said, "Come with me. I will give you a small task." He took him to the edge of the river and filled a clay bowl completely with water, then placed it in his hands. "Walk across this wooden path and return, but remember, not a single drop should fall." Jack took a deep breath and stepped onto the path. His eyes remained fixed only on the bowl. Below, the river roared. In the trees, birds were singing, and the villagers were laughing and talking. But Jack did not pay attention to anything. He kept walking slowly and steadily. Every moment, his heart was beating fast, but his focus was only on the water. Finally, he returned to Mr. Mason. Happily, he said, "I did it. Not a single drop spilled." Mr. Mason smiled and said, "Very good. But tell me, did you hear the sound of the birds along the way? Did you see the reflection of the river?" Jack was astonished. "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was only paying attention to the bowl," Mr. Mason said. "Exactly. This is the secret. When your mind stays fixed on one place, it becomes peaceful. At that time, you were not lost in the past, nor afraid of the future. You were living only in this very moment. This is the secret of peace," Jack said. "But how in real life?" There are so many problems and so much noise. Mr. Mason placed his hand on his shoulder and said, "My son, peace does not belong to the outside world, but to the inner world. When you learn to live in the present, fear and regret lose their power. Now close your eyes and just feel the touch of the wind, the sound of the river, the warmth of the sun. Stay only in this moment. Jack closed his eyes, and for the first time in years, he felt inner silence. The noise of thoughts moved into the background, and a new peace descended into his heart. Tears came into his eyes. This is it. This is what I was searching for. Mr. Mason said, "Remember, you do not need to search for peace. It is already inside you. Just return to the present in every moment. This is the way to empty your mind." Jack bowed his head with a grateful heart. When he was returning to his village in the evening, the sky was glowing with golden light. But now, he was no longer the same restless boy. The breeze through the fields, the sound of the river, the sparkle of the stars, everything was new and beautiful for him. Thoughts still came, but he had learned not to fight them, only to live in the present. Jack had understood that true peace exists only in this very moment, not in the past, not in the future. Peace is neither in the past nor in the future, neither in others nor in things. Peace is already inside us. We just need to live in the present to feel it. If you enjoyed the story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more uplifting stories like this. Thank you for being with us.